guys, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch and review for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on new videos, and let's get started. So today I am sharing with you guys the second summer 2020 collection from ILMP, which is called Summer Nights. So I'm still fairly new to ILMP, but as I'm using and swatching them more and more, I'm seeing that they basically do two collections per season, one in the beginning of the season, one in kind of the middle of the season, and I already did their original first summer 2020 collection, so I'll link that up in the cards for you guys. But I'm super excited about this one. I didn't think anything would top the first summer 2020 collection, but I'm starting to think that this one might. So we've got 6 brand new shades. They are iridescent, flaky, hollow, sheer polishes. And all of those words separately are things that I love, and all of them together are things that I love even more. So if you guys haven't heard of ILMP before, they are an independent nail polish brand based in the US. They are 7 free, meaning they are free of 7 of the dangerous chemicals that are often found in nail polish, and they are cruelty free. So yeah, I'm super excited about all of these polishes. I swatched them on their own so you could see what they look like at full opacity, but a few of you guys have requested that I also swatch them over black since they are iridescent sheer polishes. So even though you can get full opacity out of them, they transform to totally different polishes over black. So I'm going to be showing you guys each swatch on its own and then over black. So let me show you guys the swatches. Roll footage. So as always with my swatch and review videos, I am using base coat underneath all of my swatches. Today I am using the Cuccio base coat, so I'll link that down below for you guys. So first up in this collection, we have the shade Skate Date, and this is a really gorgeous turquoise shade. It has these iridescent flake shimmers running throughout that shift from a coppery pink shade into a yellowish green, and it also has a holographic sparkle running throughout. So on the first coat, it is pretty sheer, but once I threw on that second coat, I was able to achieve the opacity that I like. Since these polishes are on the sheer side, they have a little bit of a jelly-like formula to them. You can see a little bit of visible nail line through, but I absolutely love the way this looks. I feel like it's a little nostalgic and summery and soft and just, I don't know, really pretty. You can always throw on a third coat if you want deeper opacity on that base color, and if you do want to skip out on that visible nail line, but personally, I love these in 2 coats. So here it is over black. I am using Starlee Vanta Black underneath all of my swatches, but as you can see, the polish totally transforms. It goes from being like this soft turquoise shade into being this like really intense coppery shimmer that also has that really intense hollow pigment coming through. Really hard to see that hollow on the naked nail, but over black it shines through beautifully. Next up we have the shade Pool Party. This is the one I was probably the most excited about just because of how it looks in the bottle, and it's so beautiful. It's like this really intense cool toned blue that almost has a little bit of a purpliness to it, and it also has those really gorgeous iridescent flakes running throughout, and they shift from being a really beautiful pink shade into almost like that greenish yellow again. So this one feels so perfect and summery. It's a little bit softer on the nails than I thought it was going to be, but I still love the color. Again, you can totally build it up and make it a little bit darker if you want, or you can always layer this over a similar base color to make it more intense. This one I thought was super stunning in 2 coats. You could see that hollow pigment shine through a little bit better on this one, but once again, it really came through once I put it over black. So over black, you could see those pink flecks really intensely, as well as the shimmer and the holographic pigment that just sparkles through. So this one I felt was totally transformative on the nail. I thought it looked absolutely gorgeous. It feels like a spacey color, and I don't know, just absolutely beautiful. Next up we have the shade Drive In, and this one is a purple jelly base that features these iridescent shimmers that change from a sort of greenish shade into like a bluish purplish pink shade. So I thought this one actually had really unique flakes in it. I love that all of them have different color flakes. I know a lot of you guys mentioned that in my recent review of the OPI shades that also had iridescent flecks, they all kind of had the same color iridescence in them, but all of these are different, so each color just shines so beautifully on its own. This one was another one that I loved in 2 coats. I thought it looked so fun. This one almost feels a little bit springy to me, but I can also see it as a summery vibe, of course. And again, just swatching that over black, it totally transformed from being this purpley polish into being this really intense green fleck with a little bit of hollow showing through. Just another absolutely gorgeous color. I love that over black you can really see those iridescent flakes, and and the color of them so much better, and it's just totally opposite from the base color, so it's really like getting two polishes in one. So moving on to the next shade, this one is Downtown. It is another purple base that has a shifting iridescent shimmer from like a greenish blue into like a pinky orange shimmer. This one I thought was a little bit more subtle in terms of that color shifting iridescence. So to me it almost looked a little like opaly or like pearlescent almost, because it wasn't that contrasting of a shimmer, but it is another really beautiful color. To me this feels almost like a softer, almost palette cleanser-y kind of shade, even though it is so bright and sparkly and beautiful. Again, this one was another one that I wore in 2 coats, although I think this one actually would have benefited from a 3rd coat. So here I am applying this one over black, and I think that the iridescence shows up a lot better over it, and I think it's a lot more intense of a pigment than it looked with that purpley base. So I actually like this one a lot more over black. I think it looks so cool and transformative, and again, that hollow shows through a lot better. Next up we have the shade Opal Sunset. This is a very soft pink base. Again, it has, I believe, the same iridescent shimmer in it as Downtown. It's that bluey green kind of flakes that shift into like an orangey pink shade, and again I felt the same kind of vibe from this one, that it was just really soft, opalescent, pearlescent kind of color, and it didn't have as intense of a shift as the other colors in this collection, but again, just another super gorgeous color. This one I felt like the hollow showed through a little bit better, but again, still hard to see over the naked nail. I feel like the hollow really shined when all of these are over darker colors. I think that's where you can really see it. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a little hint of hollow. But yeah, once I applied that over black, it really just looked like a holographic greenish, like blackened green pearlescent shade. I don't know, very beautiful. I do love this one. It was very similar to Downtown over black, but I did see that hollow come through a little bit better. And finally we have the shade Pink Flamingo, and this is a more intense pink base that has those iridescent shimmers running throughout that kind of shift from a greenish into, I want to say, like a purple. This one's kind of hard to figure out because I feel like there's a lot of different colors that reflect through on this one, but it does look kind of gold when you are looking straight on at it. It's really beautiful. It's not as soft as the other 2 shades that I was just talking about, so this one does have that more intense, fun, summery feeling that I was feeling with the other shades in this collection. Just another absolutely gorgeous shade. I love this one in 2 coats on its own. Super beautiful. And here it is over black, and here you can kind of see just how unique these iridescent flakes are. I feel like they're very different from anything else in the collection in that they kind of shift from that green to purple, and again, you can really see that beautiful holographic pigment shining through. I totally love it. So yeah, those are the polishes. Honestly, I love them so much on their own. I think they're absolutely stunning, and this is everything that I have been into lately, like iridescence, flakies, hollows. They're a little sheer, they got a little bit of that jelly-like feel to them, and I'm now very obsessed with putting polishes over black because I feel like every time I have tried an iridescent polish over black, it just looks insanely beautiful. So yeah, I love these on their own. I love them over black. I think they're totally beautiful. A little reminiscent of a few other collections I have, but really the polishes on their own are nothing like anything I own, so I'm totally into them. So these polishes come in 12 milliliter bottles and they retail for $10 USD each on the ILNP website, so I will link that down below for you guys. And they also have that wide flat brush that I love. They have these really beautiful soft touch caps, and the polishes themselves come in like super beautiful boxes. I know I don't usually talk about that, but a lot of indie nail polishes that I love come in really beautiful packaging, so it's always a nice experience when you open them up. But yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think of these polishes? Are you planning on picking any of them up? Which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you guys enjoy my swatch and review videos, please give this one a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. And that is it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Alright, I've got another fun fact from one of my Patreon supporters. Anne-Marie Eshley wants to know, how often do you do your nails or change your manicure, and how do you possibly use your thousands of bottles of nail polish? I mean, there's only 365 days in a year. So we've got a twofer here. So question number one is, how often do I change my manicure? Honestly, I probably change my manicure and wear a full manicure around twice a week. Sometimes it's more if I'm swatching a bunch of collections, but usually it'll be like every 3 days or so. And then the second question is, how do I go through all of my bottles of nail polish? Truthfully, I really don't. One thing I try to do is wear my nail polish seasonally. I know I mentioned that a lot in my videos, and a lot of people are always commenting and being like, why do we have to only wear this in the summer? You totally don't. I know most people don't wear their polishes seasonally, but when you own as many as I do, I feel like the only way, like, if it weren't for seasons, I would only wear purple nail polish pretty much all the time. I try my best to wear them seasonally and like pick colors that work for the weather, because then it kind of inspires me to like branch out and try different stuff. But yeah, that's the best way I cycle through them. But honestly, I really don't get to use all of them, and as much as I would love to, I know that I really can't. So every few months I do donate several hundred nail polishes to different shelters or centers in the area, so that at least somebody can appreciate these. But yeah, so that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!